just gonna be up front here. Normally I come in with my design fully cooked, ready to go. Today is a little bit different because we always build on houses with solid foundations.
Yeah.
And the one thing this house doesn't have is a solid foundation.
That's a sneak peek at season 2 of Gut Job, which premieres tonight on HGTV Canada. Host Sebastian Clovis joins us now in studio this morning, not only to talk about the new season, but also to give us a few tips on updating our rooms with a color that will be getting a lot of buzz over the next few months. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you so much for having me here again.
Our pleasure, as always. All right, let's begin with the new season. Tell us more about it.
Let's talk about that. Gut Job season 2. It airs tonight. It premieres. I am jazzed. My mom has the PVR all lined up and ready to go. And we have a really special one lined up this year. We worked very hard on it. We had some clients that came back from the first season. They loved what we did so much. They came back for round 2. And you know, first time ever, I built a houseboat, which is a totally different experience. Let me tell you, leveling out a floor on a boat, on a thing that moves.
That's rocking.
Oh, it's a challenge.
Yeah, a little tough,
bet.
Yeah.
Well, listen, congratulations on season 2. Love the show. Big fans of the show we are. And we're also big fans of this paint that you brought with you this morning. Tell us a bit more about this, because you're going to give us some painting tips. But we're using, what is the color of the year?
The Bear color of the year, which is Rumors. It's a lovely, lush, dark red. Right? It's a very confident color. It's a very warm color. And I think that this one's going to be a big hit. I mean, if you want to express your confidence, this is the color to use.
Okay, well, let's show it in a few rooms. Here's an example right now. Look at that. Look how rich it is.
It's a very luxurious feel. As soon as you see a color like this, you know that whoever lives in there has a lot of personality.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. In the kitchen as well. Yeah. And as a cabinet option, okay.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't think about painting their cabinets or having cabinets that color, but it really can work. It seems like it's a bold color, but it is somewhat muted and can work with the rest of your decor.
Okay. And I really like with that first picture, with it paired with that mustard yellow.
Yeah.
Really sharp together.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to use that, and you're going to show us how to properly paint. We're going to paint this table this morning, and where do we start, I guess, in prepping the table? Yeah, well, anytime we're getting ready to do a paint job, preparation is everything. Your finish is only going to be as good as you start. And so prepping, this table in particular is unfinished. It's a brand new table. But if you have an old piece of furniture, and even something like this, if you feel it, you can see it's a bit smooth, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to lay down your plastic. You want to put it in an area where you can access all sides of it, because once you start putting paint on it, you don't want to move it at all. Right. And then you want to get maybe 120 grit sandpaper, and you just want to run it just lightly across here. Stay with the grain, and what you're trying to do is you're just trying to create some very slight scuff marks. Just increase the surface area a little bit and something for the paint to sit in. Okay. And if it's greasy or if you feel like it needs a little bit more, you can use some TSP, which is a degreaser, and just really kind of clean it up. After you've sanded it, damp cloth, wipe off the sawdust, and at that point in time, you're ready to go. Ready to paint. You're ready to paint.
So let's move to that next step. We've done that. Yep. We've prepped the table. Now we're going to get painting.
We're going to paint. Okay.
So
how do we know how much paint to use when it comes to like putting it on the brush? Because I find that to be a big problem. Sometimes you get too much on the brush. Yeah, and then it starts to drip and it starts to run, and you'll see that in the finish. And so, you know, generally speaking, whenever you have when you're using a brush like this, just getting like a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch on the brush is going to kind of get it done, especially for something like this, because we have so many corners, we have so many edges. For the first coat, we don't want to put too much on. Now, let's just talk about the brush and the roller, because this matters a lot. We have an angled brush here, and the reason why we have an angled brush is because we have all of these small little kind of edges that we have to get into. So I suggest an angled brush. Okay. And then as far as the roller goes, there's different kinds of rollers. You have a foam roller, or you have something like this, which is a linen roller. The foam roller, I find, tends to leave a few more ridges. It's a little harder to work with. So use a cabinet roller like this, which has kind of this nice linen nap on it, and that's going to really help you to make sure that you have a smooth finish.
Okay.
All right?
And for the flat surfaces, or no, is that the paintbrush?
flat surfaces are going to be for the roller, but that's not where we're going to start. We're going to start on the curved surfaces.
Okay, you boys get to work.
I'm down there already.
Okay.
And, tell me, how can I make sure that I'm painting and not leaving streaks?
Well, let me have a look at what's going on.
Oh boy.
Okay, you're getting right in there.
Yeah.
So that's great. Really, what we want to do with the paintbrush.
That's great, but what we really want to do.
So first of all, when we're loading up the paintbrush, you can load it up on both sides. If we're going to paint with this side, you can pull the paint off of the back, so it's just loaded up onto the front. And then we want to get into the corners.
Okay.
So we really want to get all of the edges with the paintbrush, the places where the roller can't reach, because the roller is the thing that's really going to do the work, and it's going to create the finish that we want.
Right.
So getting in here, getting all of the edges.
Gotcha.
First.
Right. And could Kara start maybe on the top with the roller?
Yeah. Well, see,
Must I? I think you guys are doing such a great job. Do you want me to start doing the top on the roller?
yeah, well, why don't you just jump on here? So you see how I've kind of just done the edges right here?
Yep.
I've left the middle part. We're going to let the roller do the work.
Okay.
So,
as much as I would love to, I wish we had enough time to paint this whole table, but we don't. But you brought a finished one?
I did bring a finished one.
Thank
you.
you.
Knew I wasn't going to make you paint the whole thing, Jeff.
Thank you. There it is right there. Looking great in Rumors, the color of the year from Behr Paints. Sebastian, thank you so much. Great to see you as always, my friend, and looking forward to season 2 of Gut Job, which is tonight.
Airs every Wednesday on HGTV, the hottest show, the hottest renovation show out, baby.